Hi, welcome. This is Tits Ahoy. I run Magic Duels on iPad, and this is my first video. I was inspired by other YouTube channels that record Magic Duel gameplay, so I decided to make one. This is my first video, so wanted to start with an Aggro Energy deck that I created, um, and it's red-green. So here are the specs, and let's get into it. And yes, you heard that right. It's Tits Ahoy. And so to begin, here's the curve, and you can see a lot of cheap drops. So 4 1 drops, 16 2 drops, 9 3 drops, and 8 4 drops, and 1 7 drop with it, which is the Aether Wind Basker. And so I'm running 23 lands and 38 spells. And so let's begin with Galvanic Bombardment. That's a cheap burn spell, costs 1, and the damage adds up with each one that you use. I'm running these cheap creatures that only cost 2 mana. Thriving Grubs can grow pretty large. You can burn the opponent's cheap creature spells that he puts out early, so you can grow Thriving Grubs, but it is vulnerable to burn and removal, such as Fatal Push and the like. Then running Long Tusk Cub, just because it's a very strong creature, and it can grow pretty big, and it gives us energy. So you can see already that energy is a big part of this deck. Sage of Shyless Claim, I'm only running her because it gives us 3 energy. That's the only reason. Voltaic Brawler, only costs 2, and we get 2 energy, and you only have to pay 1 energy to make it a 1/1 with Trample, so it's valuable. Trying to get through to the opponent, trying to knock him down in life total pretty early. Try and get him under 10 as quickly as possible, or at least close to 10. A Harness Lightning, it gives us energy, and we can use the energy that we already have on the board to kill bigger creatures that have toughness more than 3. Plummet to pretty much take care of those pesky flying vehicles. A High Spire Infusion. It's a very valuable pump spell. It can counter a pump spell that an opponent may put on his creature, and it also gives us 2 energy. A Nature's Way, very, very valuable removal spell. Gives our opponent, my creature's vigilance and trample until end of turn. A Lathnu Helion, a very valuable haste creature. And since we're running so many spells that gives us energy, he can stay on board for longer than 1 or 2 turns. But using the energy to keep him on the board could also be not be so good for the other creatures that need energy, and also other spells like, as you can see, the Dynavolt Tower that uses energy as well. So you may not want to keep Lathnu Helion for too long on the board. Just get through enough damage to, get it ready for Aether Torch Renegade, which is, I think, a very, very valuable creature. If you do have enough energy, its second ability, pay 8, and the Renegade deals 6 damage to target player. Pretty much can end the game just with him. And he's not so vulnerable to Fatal Push, unless the opponent has the Revolt trigger. And Architect of the Untamed, each land that comes down gives us energy, pay 8 put a 6/6 beast token on the board. You know, pretty valuable if you know, if we need a bigger creature. Dynavolt Tower. I figured, you know, with the number of spells that I'm running, Dynavolt Tower could be useful. Is the first time I test the tower in this deck. I just put it in for this video and for the gameplay thereafter to see if it works. Figured it'd be worth a try. The Territorial Gorger, very valuable creature. Each energy that comes onto the board grows this creature. So if you have them out there and you put down an Ether Hub and then a creature that gives us energy, then it can become a 6/6 just like that. A Scrapper Champion, very useful creature. Double strike, enters the battlefield. You get 2 energy, and then you pay 2 energy to put a 1/1 creature on it. So 1/1 counter on it. So it become a 3/3 with double strike, just like that. Bristling Hydra, very valuable. You get 3 energy, and you can also use its ability, pay 3 energy, give a 1/1 counter, and hexproof, so it can stay alive from removal. And then I'm only running 1 Planeswalker, Chandra, Torch of Defiance. It's +1 ability on the top, finds us more cards, and also deals damage to the opponent if it's a card we can't play. Other ability, the mana ability, in case we need more mana to cast more spells from our hand. And then obviously it's -3 ability to remove a creature that for some reason we can't get off the board. And obviously its ultimate ability is very useful. And then the only big creature I'm running is the Aetherwind Basker. It has trample. When it comes in the energy, or when it comes into enter the battlefield or attacks, you get 1 energy. So if you have pretty good amount of creatures on the board, you can get a significant amount of energy, and all you have to do is pay 1 energy to get a +1/+1 until end of turn. So say the opponent has a creature has 8 toughness, you can just pay 2 energy to make it a 9/9. Alright, and then here's the land situation. I'm only running 23 lands because there's a lot of cheap spells. So 8 mountains, 6 forests, 2 Cinderglades, 2 Rootbound Crags, 2 Rogue's Passages to break through the opponent's defense and continue doing damage, and 3 Aether Hubs to give us some more energy. So that's the deck, guys, and let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in the game. Bye.